You can easily turn one photo into a full movie with just a few steps and a free AI tool. That's what I'll teach you step by step in this video. But before then, take a look at this.
It all starts with a single image, turning that into a video, like what you currently see on your screen. One image turns into one video. Yes, so just like your film, you need to build your scene by scene and then turn it into a film. That's what I'm about to show you. So let's jump right into the step by step. Okay, so every great film starts with a story. That's what I want you to start with. So do you have an idea? Do you have a story? Well, if you do have a story, start there. Put that short story into AI, and of course, ask the AI to break it into scene by scene for you. That's what you really want. If you have an idea of your shorts, feel free to go ahead and do that. For me, I already had an idea of my story and the type of shots I want to see scene by scene. So I put that as part of my prompt. Remember, the AIs are working on your garbage in, garbage out. They do not think on their own. It is what you request for that you get. This is like a genie. When you rub the lamp, you get what you ask for. Okay, so this is what happens here. If you do not have a story, don't be shy. Ask the AI to pitch you stories based on your interest. You can find different types of stories and then you choose the one you want to work on. Okay, it's not carved in stone. So that's how to start. And if you already have an idea but it's not yet fully baked, you can easily tell the AI, hey, I have an idea like this and it's not yet fully baked, but I want you to work on this. So put it together and the AI will piece it together for you. Okay, so enough of that. You now know how to get your story and you know what to do with that story once you get it, right? Put your prompt and then ask it to break it into scene by scene for you. So for me, what I did here was I asked it to break it into scene by scene, but also per scene, I want to see 3 shots in every scene. That is the close-up shot, the mid shot, and the medium shot, and then the wide shot. So for every scene in my story, I needed 3 shots. Okay, that would make a sequence for me. So that is what I asked for here. As you can see, we have different locations, we have different scenes in my film, and each of them are broken into different shots. That's what you actually want. That's where to start from. Okay, so now we have our story, we have the shots that we need. What next? We need to generate the character for our story. Yes, for this particular story and exercise, I'm using one character, myself. Yeah. And I had to go into Gemini AI, put in a picture of myself, a clear picture of myself, and then I asked the AI to generate an official look that fits the costume of the film for that particular film that I just created, remember. So now all I do is I go back to ChatGPT where I have all the angles broken down with the locations. I copy that, come to Gemini AI, and then I place that here. So every scene with the angles, with the type of shots, with the location has already been broken down by ChatGPT in the first step of this video. So what I did is, all I do is I come into Gemini, I put that image, my base image, and then I go to ChatGPT, copy out every location and every angle one at a time. Remember, I have 3 angles per scene. So I copy the first angle, come back to Gemini and place it in Gemini, and then Gemini will generate the image exactly as it fits the scene with the angle and the location. I do this throughout the film and I get several images that I need that fit my scene. Having my character moving from one place to the other, carrying out different actions, But right now, remember, you cannot necessarily see every action, but what you want is to get the best base image for every scene with different angles, right? And then you will know what to do with it afterwards. So that's what I'm doing here, back and forth between ChatGPT where I have my location, the angles and everything, into Gemini AI where I have my character. So I match my location, the costume, the angles, I match it with the mood into the Gemini where my character is. So this is just like the conventional, traditional way of filmmaking, where your character embodies each scene, based on the costume, based on the mood, based on the, the look of the film. So basically that's what I'm doing here. Go into ChatGPT, copy the mood, the location, the style, the angle of the shot, and then I come back and merge that with my character inside of Gemini. So you want to do this for every scene that you have created with ChatGPT, step by step. Every scene you do that, and then that takes us to the next step. Once you are done with getting all your scenes, we move to the next step. So if you notice, most of these images are square shaped instead of landscape format. So I will be changing mine into landscape format using InShot. All I need to do is go into InShot and then drag them to fit the frame. But you don't have to go through that. You can as well, remove the background of your base image and import into Gemini while generating scene by scene, okay, to save yourself all the stress of having to change each image back to landscape after generating them in the square format. I already did something about that in the previous video. The final step is to take each of these images into Grok AI. We go over to the imagine feature. Yes, there are two features, the ask feature and the imagine feature. So we switch to the imagine feature, import each of the images that we have created with Gemini. As you can see, I have changed all of them from square image to landscape image. I did this using InShot, okay? So you can do it as well if you made the mistake of generating your images on the square format, okay? But you can easily correct this from the beginning. Like I already said, I've done videos on this to show you how to do it, correct it before generating your images inside Gemini. So here I just imported all of the images that I have created. So usually once you import your images into Grok AI, the imagine feature, the AI will automatically generate a default video for you based on its interpretation of your image. All right, but you are the one who knows what story you're trying to tell. Okay, so what you need to do is click the make video button and type exactly what you want that scene to look like. How do you want to transform the base image that you have generated into a video? You will type it there. You can also use the redo button to change it if you don't get the exact result you want. All right, keep doing that throughout. Now let's take a look at my film.
If you found value in today's video, click the thumbs up under the video.